So let me just offer a very quick welcome, and then Farah will introduce the panel. Bernard and Farah have been leading the faculty committee on just societies and helping to create this. Maybe in addition to just saying it's great that you're here, let me try to frame the issues as I see it in a certain way. There's a view of universities that really is very powerful and very deep in the thinking about universities, and that is that we have individual faculty who are given tenure after a certain period of time, which is a lifetime appointment, and they are given freedom within their fields to pursue new knowledge and to convey knowledge to each new generation that comes along. And the institution is there to support this. The departments, the schools, the college, the university, the basic structure is here to support the essentially a highly decentralized system in which individual faculty pursue knowledge. That is really, I think, the core of universities. And as I frequently say in many contexts, no sane person would ever design a university in that way. And yet it works magnificently. Over many decades and centuries, it has produced astonishing new knowledge and it really bettered the lives of countless societies. But that's not all that happens in a university, and faculty frequently find each other in this decentralized system, and they also have a desire to take the knowledge that they have and to try to have an influence and impact on the world. Then the question becomes, is there a role for the university in helping to facilitate that? And I think everybody agrees that is a really vital institutional role at all levels, again, department levels, college, schools, and so on, and universities, and we want to bring people together from many different disciplines, many different fields, expertise, and the like. But what about this having an impact on the world? I mean, we really value scholarship, and we have all kinds of rules and norms about this, and we value teaching, but what about impact on the world? Should that be taken into account? And I think there we start to have differences of opinion. At least I have encountered differences of opinion over the course of my lifetime in universities. I think everybody in this room, most everybody here, feels absolutely it is a part of a great university to have faculty and groups of faculty who want to try to have an impact on the world directly beyond the scholarship or taking the research and knowledge into the world. Then there's a question whether the institution itself should take on the effort to have an impact on the world. And here, I think, is where the real new thinking is happening. I believe at Columbia we are committed in a variety of ways to do this. That is, to try to have an institutional commitment to take knowledge that we generate, not only at Columbia, but generally, and to try to find ways to have that have an impact on the world. That's not easy to do. And it's also dangerous because we also have a norm that says we should not be ideological or partisan or political. And then the question is there space out there in the world that is not ideological or partisan or political? Of course, we have to define that, where universities really can play their role, play their part in trying to make things happen. In my view, we have ceded over time too much space between that knowledge and research and the lives of people outside of the university to other institutions. And in a world in which increasingly governments are seemingly dysfunctional or very limited in their capacity to deal with human problems, and other institutions are not fully up to the task. I think there is actually a responsibility of universities to play a greater role in the world. To me, Just Societies is something that is bubbled up from within the institution, from that highly decentralized system, and is already having an impact on the world and already moving towards a kind of institutionalization that is highly important. We have other parts of the university, most notably the most recently created Columbia World Projects, that is designed specifically, intended to fulfill this fourth mission, as I call it, of the university. That is to try to play a role in the world, not in a space that's not ideological, but where human needs can be better met through university involvement. So there's my little framework for this, and I couldn't be more proud, actually, of what has been achieved by the various faculty who are committed to this kind of broad, very broad, but highly important principle and notions and, of just societies. So thank you. Bernard?